Hello. Good afternoon. Uh, Good and evil. You know, uh, you have to be kind of blunt about this shit. About good and evil. You know, in a greedy world, we are all evil. In a greedy world, and and we're just pawns in a fucking game, creating our own evil for our own selves. It's like I don't think there is good in this fucking world. I don't think there is any kind of good. If it's a money-based world, there's no good at all. I mean, there's no such thing as good in a money-based system. You know, because everybody suffers in a money-based system, and people believe that they think there's good and evil. In a money-based system, people judge people based on their their system, the belief, that this is good and evil. It's like being poor and robbing people, and you call them evil people because they have no choice. And then if you're rich as fuck, like the fucking Rothschild, where they have no limits in their funds and everything. You tell me about evil, the Rothschilds, but they're fucking they basically control every fucking thing on this fucking planet, and they they have royalty next to the queen, and you telling me who's fucking evil, and you call him Jay, he's just a common man versus the queen. The reptilian queen. You tell me what's wrong with that picture. You know, and I think about it. It's like, royalty is a reptilian, and it's like, and the Vatican is reptilian, and everything else is reptilian. The reptilians are just creating us like I said, creating us to create judgment for our own selves, creating this negative world that we live in under their control, and us being who we are, not having anything. Like by design, we're not supposed to have any abilities. We're supposed to be a slave. That's it. We're a slave, and all the slaves are so dependent on not having any ability, but only thing they believe is slaving for materialistic bullshit, and we make all our lives fucking miserable because we always make judgment of our own selves all the time, and we call each other evil, So if we call each other evil, therefore we must be evil ourselves, because we're so brainwashed playing this good and evil bullshit game. It's like they put us, like wars. It's like well, we got to take these people out. We got to get rid of all these people, and, so we can get the population down a little bit more. We got to maintain the population. Population control. And you're calling a mechanic, or he call himself the janitor, evil, but he's really just a regular schmo, a regular Joe like everybody else, and you're calling him fucking evil, but he's not, you know. Jay Essex versus the Queen of England. You tell me what's the difference between those two? I'm comparing those two. You tell me what's wrong with that picture. An average Joe mechanic versus a reptilian queen of England. What's wrong with that picture? Tell me. I mean, you have to think. People don't think about that. They don't question that. They don't fucking take their questions and find out for themselves. So they assume they know everything. I don't know Jay. I don't know Jay Essex at all. But it's like I watched his videos and I don't see anything harm what he does. Yeah, his words are kind of jumbly and mumbly, but that's kind of like me, because I can't stick to the same sentences or the same. I'm always changing, just like he does. It's weird just to think about that, because I do the same thing what he does all the time. Switching. I always go off on another. It's like one thing is on my mind, and all of a sudden I change to another thing on my mind. But it's like people who judge. Judge. This goes to the religious bullshit again, the judgment thing. Which I don't understand. It's like we are designed to judge each other. We are designed to we are brainwashed to judge each other, and that's how we keep the chaos we live in, this reality, this fucking greedy ass fucking selfish reality that we live in. Because judgment, only a mental person would judge. Here's a guy. I know you have to pay for the abilities, which I really don't agree with that. But here's a guy, he's showing you exactly how to use the abilities and how to. But me, I don't believe we should. We shouldn't charge. If you're really gonna give a gift, then you shouldn't charge if you call it giving a gift. That's my perspective. That's the part I don't just agree with Jay in that part. Because get a gift of giving, you really don't charge. That's really the way how I look at it. And since we live in a greedy-based world, you have no choice to charge. That's how I look. You have no choice to charge if you're going to order to survive in this fucking fucked up reality we live in. I can see that part where that's coming from. But it's like, and then I see the animals that he take care of. He's just like what's wrong with taking care of animals, giving most of the money to the animals? I see nothing wrong with that, to be honest. But it's like, for me, I'm protecting Jay. I'm protecting Jay. That's all I'm doing. Just, and if you see him that way, he's just a fucking average mechanic. And you guys, and he doesn't live in a fucking a fucking palace like fucking the Queen of England does. With unlimited funds. This guy, he's surviving in a system where you have no choice. I don't give a fuck what you people think. It's just, and everything is based on money and survival. And the only way to survive is, you gotta make a lot of money. You don't want to struggle. And the shit he does. All the work he puts into making the stones and cranking up the energies of the stone is, the guy is fucking working fucking every fucking day. Making those, I know they're expensive, but I know I can't afford afford those stones he's got. You know, those, especially that ball. I'd like to get one of those balls, but they're too expensive. You know, but it's like, you know, in a world of survival of the fittest, you have no choice. You know, if if money never existed on this fucking planet, then I wouldn't even charge. You know. And you're calling this guy fucking evil, you know? It's like, and you live in a world that's pretty much evil itself. I mean, duality, you know, good to me is evil, and evil is evil. I mean, what's the difference between good? I mean, I don't see anything good on this in this planet at all, in my own perspective, you know? I don't see anything good. But that's how people view it, you know? Which is fucking crazy, I think. You know, I think it's fucking crazy how we are as fucking people. You know what I mean? We're so manipulated, you know. You know, when you see somebody that's so off, you know, so different, you judge, you know. You're so judgmental, you know. I don't know. There's nothing wrong with Jay. I mean, he's just fucking surviving in this fucking stupid world we live in, you know? I mean, that's how I see it. Have a nice day.